As the day gently fades and the world outside softens into twilight, it's a quiet time to reflect, to turn inward and listen to the subtle whispers of our own bodies. With each passing year, our bodies tell a story, a long and beautiful narrative of life lived, of challenges met and joys embraced. Part of this story, a chapter that unfolds for many of us, involves a gradual change in our physical strength, a subtle shift in the powerful muscles that have carried us through life. This process, sometimes called sarcopenia, sounds like a complicated medical term, but it is truly just a natural part of the body's long journey, a gentle fading of muscle mass that can begin quietly, almost without notice. It might manifest as a little more effort needed to rise from a favorite armchair, or a feeling of fatigue after a walk that once felt effortless. But this chapter is not one of inevitable decline. Rather, it is an invitation to nurture our bodies in a new, more mindful way. It's an opportunity to discover that the answers to preserving our vitality and strength often lie not in complex formulas or strenuous regimens, but in the simple, wholesome gifts that nature provides, foods that are both comforting and profoundly nourishing. Imagine for a moment that your muscles are like a slow-moving, powerful river. For this river to flow strongly, it needs a constant, steady source of replenishment. It's not about a single flood of nutrients, but a gentle, continuous stream that nourishes the banks and keeps the current moving with purpose. And so we can begin to explore some of these sources, these key foods that can help replenish that muscular river, starting with something wonderfully simple and humble. Let's think about cottage cheese. For some, it brings back memories of childhood kitchens, a simple, unassuming food often overlooked in our modern world of complex superfoods. Yet, within its soft, creamy curds lies a remarkable secret for muscle health, particularly during the quiet hours of the night. Cottage cheese is a treasure trove of a special kind of protein called casein. Unlike other proteins that are absorbed quickly, like a sudden downpour, casein is different. It is a slow-digesting protein, one that lingers lovingly in the body, releasing its building blocks, the amino acids, like a gentle, trickling spring over many hours. This is incredibly important, especially as we sleep. The nighttime is a period of fasting, and for muscles, it can be a time of vulnerability where breakdown can occur. But consuming a small bowl of cottage cheese before resting is like posting a gentle guardian at the gates of your muscles. This casein guardian works through the night, drip-feeding your muscles with the exact materials they need to repair and rebuild, ensuring that the river of your strength doesn't diminish in the darkness. It's a quiet, background process, a form of deep, cellular nourishment that happens while your mind is dreaming. And within that casein protein is a particularly important amino acid, a little spark plug named leucine. Leucine is like a key that turns on the engine of muscle protein synthesis. It signals to the body that the building materials are present, and it's time to begin the repair work. So even on days when you haven't engaged in strenuous exercise, the leucine in cottage cheese gently prompts your muscles to maintain themselves, to stay strong and ready. Furthermore, this simple food is rich in calcium and phosphorus, the very minerals that form the strong, resilient framework of our bones. And strong bones are the essential anchor for healthy muscles. They work together in a beautiful, silent dance of support and movement. When you choose cottage cheese, perhaps opt for the plain, low-fat versions, as the sweetened varieties can introduce sugars that the body doesn't need. You can enhance its simple goodness yourself, perhaps with a sprinkle of cinnamon, a few toasted walnuts for a gentle crunch, or a spoonful of fresh berries, adding a touch of natural sweetness and a wealth of other benefits we will explore later. The act of preparing this simple evening snack can itself be a calming ritual, a moment of self-care that signals to your body it's time to rest and rejuvenate. It is an affordable, accessible, and profoundly effective ally in the quest to maintain the strength that allows for a life of independence and joyful movement. From the gentle, creamy comfort of cottage cheese, our journey of nourishment can lead us to another dairy marvel, one with a thicker, more luxurious texture and a pleasantly tangy flavor, Greek yogurt. Much like its cousin, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt is a powerhouse of protein, and it too contains a significant amount of that wonderful, slow-releasing casein. This makes it another perfect companion for the nighttime hours, a delicious way to ensure your muscles are fed and cared for while you sleep. Imagine, as you drift into the deeper stages of rest, about 2 hours after falling asleep, your body naturally releases growth hormone, a key player in the process of regeneration and repair. Providing your body with the sustained release of amino acids from Greek yogurt at this very time is like giving a master craftsman the highest quality materials exactly when they are ready to do their best work. The body knows what to do. It has an innate wisdom. Our role is simply to provide it with the right support, and a simple bowl of Greek yogurt before bed is a profound act of that support. There was even a study, a quiet observation by scientists published in the Journal of Nutrition, that looked at this very idea. It found that older adults who made a habit of eating Greek yogurt before sleep saw remarkable results over several months, gaining muscle, while those who didn't lost it. This isn't a magic pill, but a testament to the power of consistent, mindful nutrition. When you select your Greek yogurt, look for the plain, full-fat varieties. The healthy fats can help to slow the absorption of the protein even further, enhancing that gentle, timed-release effect, and they also contribute to a feeling of satiety and contentment. You can swirl in a teaspoon of raw honey, which can help improve sleep quality, or top it with some fresh, vibrant blueberries, whose own special magic we will soon discover. The probiotics in Greek yogurt are another wonderful gift, the friendly bacteria that support a healthy gut. A healthy gut is like fertile soil. It allows your body to better absorb all the wonderful nutrients you are providing it, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. So, in every spoonful of thick, creamy Greek yogurt, you are not just feeding your muscles, you are nurturing your entire inner ecosystem, fostering a state of balance and health that radiates outward, contributing to your overall vitality and sense of well-being. It's another simple, delicious ritual that can become a cornerstone of your evening routine, a gentle closing to the day that promises a stronger tomorrow. Now, let us drift away from the creamy landscapes of dairy and turn our attention to the cool, clear waters of the ocean and the powerful creatures that navigate its depths. Here we find salmon, a fish renowned not just for its beautiful rose-colored hue and delicate flavor, but for its incredible density of muscle-supporting nutrients. A modest serving of wild-caught salmon, perhaps just 3 ounces, delivers a substantial amount of high-quality, easily digestible protein, around 22 grams. This protein provides the essential building blocks your muscles need to repair and grow stronger. But the true magic of salmon lies in its remarkable concentration of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically 2 types known as EPA and DHA. Think of these omega-3s as a soothing, internal balm. As we age, a low level of chronic inflammation can settle into the body, like a persistent, low hum that can interfere with many processes, including the body's ability to build and maintain muscle. This inflammation can make muscles and joints feel stiff, and can slow down the recovery process. The EPA and DHA in salmon work to quiet this inflammation, creating a more peaceful internal environment where your muscles can thrive. They also help combat a condition known as anabolic resistance, which sounds complex, but is simply the tendency for aging muscles to become less responsive to the signals from protein and exercise that tell them to grow. Omega-3s help to resensitize the muscles, making them more receptive to the nourishment you provide, so every gram of protein you consume can be used more effectively. A fascinating study from Washington University highlighted this effect beautifully. Researchers observed that seniors who ate salmon 3 times a week experienced a remarkable 50% increase in their muscle-building ability over just 8 weeks. This demonstrates the profound and relatively swift impact that this one dietary change can have. Beyond the protein and healthy fats, salmon is also one of the best natural sources of vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin. Many people are deficient in vitamin D, especially in colder climates, and this deficiency is directly linked to muscle weakness and an increased risk of falls. A single serving of salmon can provide a significant portion of your daily vitamin D needs, helping to ensure your muscles contract properly and your bones remain strong. When choosing salmon, try to opt for wild-caught varieties whenever possible, as they tend to have a higher concentration of omega-3s and fewer contaminants than their farmed counterparts. Preparing it can be a simple, elegant affair. A small fillet, baked at a moderate temperature with a sprinkle of herbs like dill and a squeeze of fresh lemon, makes for a light yet deeply satisfying meal. Enjoying it a couple of hours before you go to sleep allows your body ample time to begin digesting and absorbing these precious nutrients, setting the stage for a night of profound muscular and cellular regeneration. Eating salmon is more than just a meal. It's an act of alignment with the power and purity of the wild, bringing the restorative energy of the ocean into your own body to fortify your strength from the inside out. The journey from the cold ocean waters and the gift of salmon naturally leads us to explore other sources of those wonderfully soothing omega-3 fatty acids, and this brings us to the humble, earthy treasures of the plant kingdom. Let us first consider the walnut. Held within its uniquely wrinkled, brain-shaped shell is a kernel packed with nourishment. Walnuts are one of the best plant-based sources of omega-3s, providing a type known as ALA. While the body needs to convert ALA into the EPA and DHA found in fish, it still offers significant anti-inflammatory benefits, helping to calm the muscular and joint discomfort that can sometimes accompany aging. But the walnut's gifts don't stop there. It contains a special amino acid called arginine, which the body uses to produce nitric oxide. This might sound very scientific, but its effect is simple and beautiful. It helps to relax and widen the blood vessels. This improved blood flow means that more oxygen and vital nutrients can be delivered directly to your muscle tissues, supporting their function and accelerating their recovery after activity. Imagine tiny, clear rivers flowing more freely throughout your body, carrying life-sustaining nourishment to every cell. That is the gift of arginine. Walnuts are also rich in antioxidants, including vitamin E and flavonoids, which act like protective shields for your cells, guarding them against the oxidative stress that is a natural part of the aging process. By neutralizing harmful free radicals, these antioxidants help to preserve the integrity of your muscle fibers. Furthermore, these nutrient-dense nuts contain zinc, a mineral essential for tissue regeneration and for supporting the body's hormonal balance. As we age, levels of hormones that support muscle growth, like testosterone and growth hormone, naturally decline. The nutrients found in walnuts can help to support a healthier hormonal environment, creating more favorable conditions for muscle maintenance. A small handful, perhaps 10 to 15 walnut halves a day, is all that is needed to reap these benefits. They require no complex preparation. They are perfect as they are, enjoyed as a simple snack in the afternoon, or sprinkled over your morning oatmeal or that evening bowl of Greek yogurt. Their satisfying crunch and rich, slightly bitter flavor provide a wonderful sensory experience. To preserve their delicate oils, it's best to enjoy them raw or lightly toasted, avoiding the fried or sugar-coated varieties which can negate their health benefits. The walnut is a simple, portable, and powerful food, a small and easy way to enhance muscle recovery, reduce inflammation, and support the intricate hormonal symphony that governs your strength and vitality. From the robust and crunchy walnut, let our focus shift to something much smaller, yet equally mighty, the tiny, glossy flax seed. These little seeds are a testament to the fact that great power can come in very small packages. Like walnuts, flax seeds are an exceptional plant-based source of ALA, that anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acid. Consistently including them in your diet can contribute to a significant reduction in the chronic inflammation that can hinder muscle health and joint mobility. But the magic of the flax seed is multifaceted. They are incredibly beneficial for improving the body's insulin sensitivity. Insulin is the hormone that acts like a key, unlocking your muscle cells to allow glucose, for energy, and protein, for repair, to enter. As we age, our cells can become a bit resistant to insulin's message, making it harder for our muscles to get the fuel and building blocks they need. The nutrients in flax seeds help to make the cell doors more receptive to insulin's knock, ensuring that your muscles are well fed and energized. This is a crucial, often overlooked aspect of preventing sarcopenia. Flax seeds are also a fantastic source of dietary fiber, which supports healthy digestion and a balanced gut microbiome, ensuring you can efficiently absorb all the nutrients from your food. And they are packed with minerals like magnesium, which plays a vital role in muscle relaxation and preventing cramps, and calcium for bone strength. But perhaps their most unique component is a group of plant-based antioxidants called lignans. These lignans are powerful protectors of your cells, adding another layer of defense against oxidative stress and damage. To unlock the full potential of these tiny seeds, there is one important step: they must be ground before consumption. The hard outer shell of the whole flax seed is difficult for the body to break down, meaning the precious oils and nutrients inside can pass through undigested. You can buy them pre-ground, or for maximum freshness, grind them yourself in a small coffee grinder just before use. The resulting powder has a mild, nutty flavor and can be sprinkled invisibly into so many things. Just 1 tablespoon a day is a wonderful goal. You can stir it into your morning smoothie, mix it into your cottage cheese or Greek yogurt, sprinkle it over oatmeal or salads, or even add it to soups and stews. Some people enjoy steeping a tablespoon of ground flax in hot water to create a soothing, viscous drink. This simple act of adding a spoonful of ground flax to your daily routine is a gentle yet profound investment in your long-term muscle health, a natural, plant-based boost that fights inflammation from within and supports the very foundation of your strength. Having explored the soothing, anti-inflammatory power of omega-3s, let us now turn to a different class of protective compounds, the vibrant antioxidants found in berries, and specifically in the beautiful deep blue blueberry. To look at a blueberry is to see a tiny orb of concentrated wellness. That rich, purplish-blue color is not just for beauty. It is a sign of the presence of powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins and polyphenol. These compounds are nature's master protectors. As we go about our day, and as our bodies naturally age, a process called oxidative stress occurs. You can think of it as a form of cellular rust, caused by unstable molecules called free radicals that can damage our cells, including the precious fibers of our muscles. This damage can accelerate muscle breakdown and slow down the repair process. The antioxidants in blueberries act like a team of tiny guardians that patrol your body, neutralizing these free radicals before they can cause harm. By incorporating a regular serving of blueberries into your diet, you are essentially providing your muscles with a protective shield, slowing down the rate of breakdown and creating a healthier environment for repair and regeneration. But the benefits of these little berries extend beyond direct muscle protection. They have a profound affinity for the nervous system. The communication between your brain and your muscles is a constant, high-speed dialogue of electrical signals. For good balance, coordination, and swift reflexes, this communication network must be clear and efficient. The antioxidants in blueberries help to protect nerve cells and support healthy brain function, which in turn enhances the quality of the signals being sent to your muscles. This improved neuromuscular communication is absolutely critical for seniors, as it can significantly reduce the risk of falls by improving stability and reaction time. Blueberries are wonderfully versatile and easy to enjoy. They require no peeling or chopping. A half cup each day is a wonderful aim. They are delicious fresh, of course, but the good news is that freezing them does not diminish their antioxidant power, so you can enjoy them year-round. You can sprinkle them on your yogurt, blend them into a smoothie, toss them into a salad for a burst of sweetness, or simply enjoy a small bowl on their own as a refreshing snack. It is best to choose fresh or frozen blueberries, and to be mindful of sweetened dried versions or blueberry-flavored products, which often contain significant amounts of added sugar that can counteract their health benefits. The regular consumption of these vibrant berries is a delicious and simple strategy to protect your muscles from the inside out, while also supporting the sharp, responsive nervous system you need to move through the world with confidence and grace. They are a true gift of nature, supporting not just the body's strength, but the very system that directs it. From the antioxidant-rich fruits of the earth, let's journey to the high plains of the Andes in South America, the ancestral home of an ancient and remarkable food, quinoa. For centuries, it was a staple of the Inca civilization, revered as the mother of all grains. While we often cook and eat it like a grain, quinoa is technically a seed, and it possesses a nutritional profile that is truly extraordinary, making it a powerful ally in the fight against muscle loss, especially for those who may be looking for plant-based protein sources. What makes quinoa so special is that it is a complete protein. This means it contains all 9 of the essential amino acids that the human body cannot produce on its own. These amino acids are the fundamental building blocks required for virtually every bodily. This slow, steady supply of protein during the overnight fast can reduce muscle breakdown in seniors by as much as 34%. That is a truly significant number, achieved not by a pharmaceutical, but by a simple, natural food. And it contains more than enough of that all-important amino acid, leucine, to flip the switch for muscle protein synthesis, ensuring that repair processes are active throughout the night. It also provides a substantial amount of calcium, around 200 milligrams per serving, which is not only for bones but is also essential for proper muscle contraction and nerve signaling. To optimize its benefits, consider enjoying your cottage cheese about 45 minutes before you plan to sleep. You could even enhance its properties by mixing in a few pieces of fresh pineapple, which contains an enzyme called bromelain that can aid in protein digestion, or that tablespoon of ground flaxseed, which adds the anti-inflammatory omega-3s to the mix. Choosing a cottage cheese with at least 2% fat can also be beneficial, as the fat will further slow the absorption of the protein, extending its release of amino acids even longer into the night. This strategic consumption of cottage cheese before bed is a scientifically supported and deeply nurturing practice. It's a proactive step to turn your sleep, which is already a time of mental and spiritual restoration, into a period of profound physical reconstruction, ensuring you wake up feeling not depleted, but stronger and more resilient. This principle of nighttime nourishment applies equally well to Greek yogurt, creating a powerful duo of options for your evening ritual. The 15 to 20 grams of high-quality casein protein in a typical serving of Greek yogurt work on the same principle of sustained amino acid release, providing that crucial support for muscle repair during sleep. This timing is especially beautiful because it coincides with the body's natural peak in growth hormone production, which occurs in the deep stages of sleep. By providing the protein building blocks at the exact time this master repair hormone is most active, you are creating a synergy, a powerful combination where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. It's like ensuring a construction crew has all the bricks and mortar they need right when the foreman is on site and ready to direct the work. The scientific evidence supporting this practice is compelling. The 2018 study from the Journal of Nutrition that we touched on earlier provides a striking picture of the long-term effects. Over a 6-month period, the seniors who consumed protein like that found in Greek yogurt before bed didn't just prevent muscle loss. They actively built new muscle, gaining an average of 4.2 pounds of lean mass. In stark contrast, the group that did not follow this practice lost an average of 2.1 pounds of muscle. This is a difference of over 6 pounds of muscle mass, a life-changing amount when it comes to maintaining strength, mobility, and independence. To make this a practical part of your life, aim to consume your plain, full-fat Greek yogurt about 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. This gives your body a little time to begin digestion before you lie down. Enhancing it with a handful of antioxidant-rich berries, like those vibrant blueberries, adds another layer of protection for your muscles. A small drizzle of raw honey can not only provide a touch of sweetness, but may also help to improve sleep quality by supporting stable blood sugar levels throughout the night. The combination of protein for repair, antioxidants for protection, and a potential boost to sleep quality makes this simple evening snack a truly holistic approach to healthy aging. It's a delicious, convenient, and effective way to turn your nights into a productive period of muscle maintenance and growth, a gentle investment that pays dividends in strength and vitality for years to come. It transforms the simple act of eating into a conscious and powerful act of self-preservation. It becomes clear, as we weave these threads together, that stopping muscle loss isn't about finding one single magic bullet. It's about creating a tapestry of supportive habits, a gentle rhythm of nourishment that honors the body's natural cycles of activity and rest. The overarching theme is that simple dietary changes, particularly focusing on the right foods before bed, can make a profound difference. The overnight fast is the longest period our body goes without food each day, and it can be a time of significant muscle breakdown if we don't prepare for it. By providing a slow-releasing protein source like cottage cheese or Greek yogurt, we can transform this period of vulnerability into an opportunity for regeneration. Even just adding one of these foods to your nightly routine can be a significant and powerful first step. It is an act of kindness to your future self, a commitment to maintaining the strength that allows you to engage with the world fully, to play with grandchildren, to tend to a garden, to travel, and to live with a sense of freedom and independence. The beauty of these strategies is their simplicity and accessibility. These are not expensive, exotic supplements or complicated workout plans. They are whole, affordable foods that can be found in any grocery store. It is about returning to a simpler, more intuitive way of eating, one that is aligned with the body's deep, innate wisdom. Let's reflect again on the synergy between these foods. Imagine a morning that begins with a bowl of warm oatmeal, sprinkled with ground flax seeds for their omega-3s, walnuts for their crunch and healthy fats, and a handful of blueberries for their antioxidant power. For lunch, perhaps a light salad topped with a serving of fluffy quinoa and a small, perfectly baked fillet of wild salmon. And as the day winds down, a small, calming bowl of Greek yogurt or cottage cheese to prepare the body for its nightly repair work. This is not a diet. It is a pattern of nourishment, a celebration of the simple, powerful foods that can support us on our journey. Each meal becomes an opportunity to infuse the body with the building blocks of strength and vitality. And this journey is not one you have to take alone. Sharing experiences, recipes, and encouragement with others can be a wonderful source of motivation and inspiration. There is a collective wisdom to be found in community, in learning from each other's successes and challenges. The path to maintaining strength as we age is a gentle one, paved with mindful choices and consistent, loving care. It begins with a single step, a single spoonful, a single conscious decision to nourish the magnificent body that has carried you through a lifetime of experiences. And with each small, positive choice, you are not just preserving muscle. You are honoring the vessel of your life, ensuring it remains strong, capable, and ready for all the beautiful chapters yet to be written. Let's delve deeper into the microscopic world of our muscles to truly appreciate how these foods work. A muscle is not a single, static block of tissue. It is a dynamic, living community of countless individual fibers, all bundled together. Throughout our lives, these fibers are in a constant state of flux, a delicate balance between breakdown, catabolism, and rebuilding, anabolism. When we are young, the rebuilding process easily outpaces the breakdown process, leading to growth and strength. As we age, this balance can tip, and without the right support, breakdown can start to gain the upper hand. The foods we've been discussing are powerful allies in tipping this balance back in favor of rebuilding. The high-quality protein from sources like salmon, quinoa, cottage cheese, and Greek yogurt provides the essential amino acids, which are literally the bricks that your body uses to repair and replace damaged muscle fibers. Leucine, found abundantly in dairy, acts as the foreman on the construction site, giving the signal to start building. The omega-3 fatty acids from salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds act as the peacekeepers, reducing the inflammatory chatter that can disrupt the construction work and cause collateral damage. They ensure the worksite is calm and orderly. The antioxidants from blueberries and other colorful plants are the security guards, protecting the muscle fibers and the entire construction site from the damage caused by oxidative stress, the cellular rust that can weaken the very structure you are trying to build. And the minerals like magnesium from quinoa and flax and calcium from dairy are the foundational infrastructure, ensuring the nerves that control the muscles are firing correctly and the bones that anchor them are solid and secure. The sustained energy from complex carbohydrates like quinoa provides the fuel to power the entire operation, ensuring the construction crew doesn't run out of energy halfway through the job. When you see it this way, it's not just about eating food. It's about supplying a complex, intelligent system with everything it needs to perform its miraculous work of self-repair and maintenance. Every bite is a message to your body, a piece of information. A bite of sugary, processed food might send a message of stress and inflammation, while a spoonful of Greek yogurt with blueberries sends a message of calm, protection, and regeneration. You are, in a very real sense, the architect of your own physical well-being, and these foods are your finest and most reliable building materials. This understanding can transform your relationship with food from one of simple sustenance to one of conscious partnership with your body. It fosters a sense of agency and empowerment, the reassuring knowledge that you have the tools at your fingertips to actively participate in your own health and longevity, ensuring that your later years are not defined by limitation, but by continued strength, engagement, and a profound sense of vitality. This conscious partnership with our bodies is built on a foundation of consistency. It is not about a single perfect day of eating, but rather the gentle, cumulative effect of repeated acts of nourishment. Think of it like watering a plant. A single deluge followed by a long drought is stressful for the plant. But a steady, consistent supply of water allows it to grow strong and resilient, its roots deepening, its leaves vibrant. In the same way, consistently providing your body with these muscle-supporting foods day after day creates a profoundly stable and nourishing internal environment. It allows your body to trust that the resources it needs will be there, so it can move out of a state of stress and preservation and into a state of repair and growth. This consistency doesn't have to be rigid or stressful. It can be a gentle rhythm, a flexible pattern that you weave into the fabric of your life. Perhaps Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays become your salmon days. Perhaps a small bowl of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt becomes your unwavering nightly ritual, a quiet anchor at the end of each day. It is in this gentle repetition that the true magic lies, as your body responds to this reliable care by growing stronger, more capable, and more vital. And amidst all this wonderful nourishment from these specific foods, we must not forget the most fundamental element of all, the one that underpins every single biological process, pure, clean water. Our muscles themselves are composed of about 75% water. It is the medium in which all the transportation of nutrients and the removal of waste products happens. Dehydration, even in its mildest form, can impair muscle function, reduce strength, and lead to feelings of fatigue. Proper hydration ensures that the blood flows freely, carrying the amino acids from the protein you've eaten, the oxygen from the air you breathe, and all the vital minerals directly to your muscle cells. It helps to lubricate your joints, making movement more fluid and comfortable. It is essential for the chemical reactions that create energy within your muscles. So, as you thoughtfully incorporate these 7 key foods into your life, also cultivate a mindful practice of sipping water throughout the day. It doesn't need to be a forced chugging of huge quantities, but rather a gentle, consistent intake. A glass of water upon waking to rehydrate the body after a night of rest. A calming herbal tea in the afternoon. Keeping a water bottle nearby as a gentle reminder. This simple, foundational habit ensures that the stage is perfectly set for all the other nutrients to perform their roles effectively. Water is the silent, unsung hero in the story of muscle health, the clear, life-giving river that allows all the other elements to flow and function in perfect harmony. Now, with the body well-nourished and well-hydrated, we can introduce another crucial element into this conversation, the gentle call to movement. Food provides the building materials, the potential for strength. But it is movement that provides the signal, the request to the body to actually use those materials to build and maintain muscle. It is the spark that ignites the anabolic or rebuilding process. This does not mean you need to embark on a strenuous, high-intensity exercise regimen. The approach to movement can be just as gentle and mindful as the approach to nutrition. It is about inviting your body to do what it was designed to do, in a way that feels good and sustainable. A simple walk in the morning light, feeling your legs carry you, your arms swing gently, is a beautiful signal to your entire muscular system. The simple act of standing up from a chair and sitting back down a few times throughout the day, done slowly and with control, is a direct request to the large muscles of your legs and glutes to stay strong. Stretching gently in the evening can help to maintain flexibility and improve blood flow. Even activities like gardening, where you are bending, lifting soil, and pulling weeds, are wonderful forms of functional movement that tell your muscles they are needed and valued. When you combine this kind of gentle, consistent movement with the nutrient-dense foods we have been exploring, you create a powerful, positive feedback loop. The movement creates the demand for repair, and the food provides the exact resources needed for that repair. The muscles then grow a little stronger, making the movement feel a little easier. This newfound ease might inspire you to walk a little further, or to carry your groceries with a little more confidence. And so the cycle continues, a gentle upward spiral of strength, confidence, and vitality. The food and the movement are 2 sides of the same coin. They are partners in the beautiful dance of maintaining a strong, healthy, and capable body throughout all the seasons of life. Let's return to the sensory experience of these foods, for our enjoyment and our relationship with what we eat is also a form of nourishment. Imagine the deep, satisfying warmth of a bowl of quinoa on a cool evening. Notice the way each tiny, pearlescent grain has a slight pop to it, a subtle and pleasing texture. You can toast the quinoa in a dry pan for a minute before adding water, a simple step that deepens its nutty, earthy flavor, filling your kitchen with a comforting aroma. You could swirl in a spoonful of pesto, or toss it with some roasted vegetables, their sweetness a perfect counterpoint to the quinoa's savory notes. This is not just fuel, it is a source of pleasure and comfort. Think of the experience of eating a handful of walnuts. The satisfying, resonant crunch as you bite into them. The rich, slightly oily texture that coats your tongue, followed by that characteristic, pleasant bitterness that speaks to their density of nutrients. You can pair them with a piece of dark chocolate for a truly decadent and healthy treat, or with a slice of crisp apple for a beautiful contrast in textures and flavors. Each food offers its own unique sensory journey, and by paying attention to these details, by eating mindfully, we deepen our connection to the food and enhance our body's ability to receive its benefits. Consider the vibrant jewel tones of a bowl of mixed berries, the deep purple of the blueberries, the ruby red of raspberries, the burst of sweet and tart flavor as you eat them. This visual and gustatory delight sends signals of pleasure and satisfaction to your brain, which can have a positive effect on your digestion and overall sense of well-being. Even the simple act of preparing these foods can be a meditative practice. The rhythmic motion of stirring a pot of oatmeal, the careful act of spooning yogurt into a bowl, the gentle sprinkling of ground flax seeds. These small, quiet moments of preparation are an opportunity to infuse your food with intention and gratitude, turning the act of eating from a mindless necessity into a sacred act of self-care. When we engage all of our senses, we are more likely to feel satisfied and nourished on a much deeper level, making healthy eating not a chore to be endured, but a joyful and integral part of a life lived well. Let's explore the concept of synergy a little more deeply, the beautiful way these foods can be combined to amplify their benefits. We've touched on this with ideas like adding walnuts and berries to yogurt, but the possibilities are endless and create a symphony of nutrition. Consider creating a smoothie, a wonderfully easy way to combine several of these powerhouses into one delicious, easily digestible meal. You could start with a base of Greek yogurt, providing that essential slow-release protein. Then, add a handful of frozen blueberries for their antioxidant and nervous system support. A tablespoon of ground flaxseed for the anti-inflammatory omega-3s and fiber. Perhaps even a quarter of an avocado for healthy fats and a wonderfully creamy texture. Blending this all together with a little water or milk creates a drink that is not just a collection of ingredients, but a unified, synergistic elixir for muscle health. Every sip delivers protein, healthy fats, antioxidants, and fiber, all working together. Or think about a hearty muscle-building salad. Start with a bed of dark leafy greens like spinach, which is itself rich in minerals like magnesium and iron. Add a scoop of cooked and cooled quinoa for that complete plant-based protein and sustained energy. Flake a small portion of leftover baked salmon over the top for another high-quality protein source and a major dose of EPA and DHA. Sprinkle on a handful of walnuts for crunch and more omega-3s. A light vinaigrette made with olive oil and lemon juice can tie it all together. This one meal provides an incredible spectrum of the nutrients we've been discussing, all presented in a delicious and satisfying way. These combinations are not only nutritionally superior, but they also help to keep your meals interesting and enjoyable, which is the key to long-term consistency. By thinking of these foods not as individual items, but as a team of players that can be mixed and matched, you become a creative chef in your own kitchen, designing meals that are not only good for your muscles, but are also a delight to your palate. This playful, creative approach takes the pressure off and makes the journey of nourishing your body one of discovery and enjoyment. Let us also take a moment to honor the importance of bone health in this conversation about muscle. Muscles and bones are inextricably linked. They are the two pillars of our musculoskeletal system. As we've noted, strong muscles need a strong framework to anchor to. Several of the foods on our list are champions of bone health as well as muscle health. The cottage cheese and Greek yogurt are obvious heroes here, with their high concentration of calcium and phosphorus, the primary minerals that make up our bone matrix. Consuming these foods regularly is like consistently making deposits into your bone bank, ensuring that your skeletal structure remains dense and resilient. But other nutrients are equally important. Vitamin D, which we find in abundance in fatty fish like salmon, is absolutely essential for calcium absorption. You can consume all the calcium in the world, but without adequate vitamin D, your body can't effectively absorb it and put it to use in your bones. This makes salmon a dual-action food, supporting both muscle protein synthesis and the bone density needed to support those muscles. Magnesium, found in quinoa, flax seeds, and walnuts, is another critical player. A significant portion of the body's magnesium is stored in the bones, and it plays a role in the activity of bone-building cells. Zinc, present in walnuts, is also necessary for healthy bone tissue. Therefore, when you eat a diet rich in these 7 foods, you are not just targeting your muscles in isolation. You are engaging in a holistic practice of supporting your entire structural system. This comprehensive support is what truly leads to lasting strength, stability, and a reduced risk of falls and fractures. It's about building a body that is not just strong, but fundamentally sound, from the very core of your bones to the outermost fibers of your muscles. This integrated approach ensures that your body can continue to carry you with grace, confidence, and resilience through all of life's movements. Let's expand our view to consider the hormonal landscape of the aging body and how these foods can offer gentle support. Hormones are the body's chemical messengers, and they orchestrate a vast array of functions, including muscle growth and repair. As we age, there is a natural decline in certain anabolic hormones, such as testosterone, in both men and women, and growth hormone. This hormonal shift can contribute to the tipping of the balance towards muscle breakdown. While no food can completely reverse these age-related changes, a nutrient-dense diet can help to create a more supportive hormonal environment. Healthy fats, like the omega-3s in salmon, walnuts, and flax, are the fundamental building blocks for many hormones. Providing your body with an ample supply of these good fats ensures it has the raw materials it needs for optimal hormone production. Zinc, which we find in walnuts, is particularly important for testosterone production. A deficiency in zinc can directly impact the levels of this key muscle-building hormone. The high-quality protein from all these sources is also crucial. When the body is in a state of protein deficit, it can lead to an increase in stress hormones like cortisol. Chronically elevated cortisol levels are catabolic, meaning they actively promote the breakdown of muscle tissue. By ensuring a consistent and adequate protein intake, especially with that nighttime dose of casein, you help to keep cortisol levels in check and maintain a more anabolic, muscle-friendly state overnight. The support for insulin sensitivity provided by flax seeds is another form of hormonal support. By helping your body use insulin more effectively, you improve the uptake of nutrients into the muscle cells and promote a healthier metabolic profile. So, while these foods work on a direct, structural level by providing building blocks, they also work on a deeper, more subtle level by helping to balance the intricate hormonal symphony that governs your body's ability to maintain its strength. It's another beautiful layer of the holistic, whole-body nourishment that this way of eating provides. Let us now return to the quiet and profound connection between our brain, our nervous system, and our muscles, a connection so beautifully supported by the antioxidants in blueberries. To truly appreciate this, imagine the complexity of a simple act like walking across a room. Your brain must instantly calculate the distance, assess the surface, and send a precise sequence of signals down your spinal cord and through a vast network of nerves to contract and relax specific muscles in your legs, feet, and core in perfect coordination. Simultaneously, your eyes and inner ear are sending sensory information back to your brain about your body's position in space, allowing for instantaneous adjustments to maintain balance. It is an incredible, high-speed symphony of communication. The health of every part of this network is vital. The polyphenol in blueberries have been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier, allowing them to exert their protective, antioxidant effects directly on brain cells. This helps to preserve cognitive function, memory, and the speed at which your brain can process information and send out commands. They also protect the myelin sheath, the fatty coating that insulates nerve fibers and allows electrical signals to travel quickly and efficiently. When this communication is sharp and clear, your movements are more precise, your balance is more stable, and your reaction time is quicker. This is not just about athletic performance. It is about the fundamental safety and confidence of moving through your daily life. It's about being able to catch yourself if you stumble, to navigate an uneven sidewalk without anxiety, to reach for something on a high shelf with a steady hand. By nurturing your nervous system with foods like blueberries, and also with the omega-3s from salmon and walnuts, which are critical components of brain cell membranes, you are ensuring that the command and control center for your muscles is functioning at its absolute best. You are polishing the lines of communication, ensuring that the brilliant intelligence of your brain can be perfectly expressed through the graceful and confident movement of your body. This is the true meaning of integrated strength, where a sharp mind and a strong body work together in seamless, beautiful harmony. As our journey through these nourishing foods nears a gentle pause, let's reflect on the overarching message of hope and empowerment that they offer. The narrative of aging in our culture is too often one of inevitable decline and loss. But what if we chose to tell a different story? A story of resilience, of adaptation, of the profound and gentle power we have to nurture our own vitality. The process of sarcopenia is a reality, but its trajectory is not set in stone. It is profoundly influenced by the choices we make every day, with every meal. By embracing these simple, whole, and life-giving foods, we are actively participating in the co-creation of our own health. We are sending a powerful message to every cell in our body that it is valued, that it is supported, and that it has what it needs to thrive. This is a story not of fighting against aging, but of aging with grace, wisdom, and strength. It is about understanding that the body's needs may change, and responding to those changes with love, care, and the incredible nourishment that nature provides. It is about celebrating the strength you have today, while gently building a foundation for a stronger, more vibrant tomorrow. Each spoonful of yogurt, each fillet of salmon, each handful of walnuts is a vote for that future, a tangible expression of your commitment to a life of continued independence, joyful movement, and deep, abiding well-being. This path is not about perfection. It is about intention and consistency. It is a quiet, daily practice of self-love, a journey of discovery that reveals the remarkable resilience of the human body and the simple, profound truth that in nature, we can always find the tools for our own healing and strength.